Oh,
You say we're going live and James disappears.
We're going live and James left. Hang on, he's coming back. He's coming back. He's back.
Do you get cold feet and leave?
No, I've got a new camera coming, and every time I literally touch a corner of this laptop, the camera just goes, "Fuck this! I don't want no part."
Mate, I'm exactly the same, mate. Exactly the same here.
Don't touch a thing.
I'm not touching it anymore.
Don't touch a thing. Anyway, good evening, one and all. How come? Oh no, it's the same. Lordy66. I thought there's two names there. There isn't. That's a good start, isn't it? Get it wrong right from the start. Let's say a few hellos. Mick, hello Mick, and Lordy66, hello to you. Rufus, evening Rufus, Mick King, McTavish, he's here anyway. Grant Mullins, Frankenmiser, Francis Homer, Northwest, Lynn Smith, evening Lynn. Mark Trigwell, good evening to you. YouTube, you're live. Thank you, YouTube. We know. Adrian Mason, evening Adrian. What's in the box? He knows what I mean. Lynn Smith again. Dion78. Mick, I think I've said. Who else have we got? Paul and By, evening Paul. Rasper, evening Rasper. Daniel, evening Daniel. Spanner number 2. Graham. Who else? Flick through the ones that. The duplicates, duplicate. Cheech, evening Cheech. He'll be until the end. I can feel it. Phoenix Vapes, evening to you. Who else? Graham, I said. JP, evening JP. Murray Robertson, evening Murray. Who's AVFC Vapor?
Aston Villa FC.
Aston Villa. Aston Villa. Who else have we got? Barry Rose, evening Barry. Tim Myhill, good evening to you. Graham Mabley, evening Graham. John Vaping Joker. Richard Lewis. Illiterate alcoholic pug-looking douchebag. Okay, fine.
I was laughing. I was just reading it. Mark's going to have to read that out live.
And for the one and only time tonight, I've caught up with chat. Evening, boys.
Evening. Just before we go any further, can I just say a big, massive happy birthday to Grant Mullins?
Oh, it's Grant's birthday, is it? Happy birthday,
birthday.
Grant. I don't think I've got a happy birthday thing. No, I've just got a party noise. I haven't got a happy birthday thing. And a triangle. Spanner number 3. Kieran, good evening, Kieran, and Nikki.
Adam, the Cloud Cartel.
Cloud Cartel, good evening. Right, who's going to do what they're vaping on? Anyone vaping on anything new tonight, I wonder?
I am.
Royster.
Oh, Roy. Do you want to go first then, Roy?
Why not? So, I have got the Ambitions mod Ripley, which is also displayed behind Mr. Naturevape. Got that in this morning. Other way. That's it. That angle. Sitting on top of the Ambitions mod converter. Second tank through this today, so my Wiccan doesn't seem to be too shabby at all. Using one of Jackson's words, shabby.
Did you have a shimmy?
I didn't have a wee shimmy at it. I didn't have a wee shimmy at it though. Hang on, I'll have a wee shimmy at it now.
Not that I watch your reviews, Jackson, obviously.
You have to excuse me as well. I've got the kids have brought home the cold from school, so I'm bunged up with that. I've got the Drag S Pro with the TPP tank sitting on top of it, the TPP coil. Oh, in that I've got some billionaire rainbow salts. In the Pro Plus, we have got, is that the right one? Yep. Some pocket juice rainbow.
No, I've tried that one. That's nice. That one's nice. I've tried that one.
And finally, got the Drag S with the PMP, well, the smart coil on top of that. And in there, I have got some ombre flavor concentrate, vanilla custard, which I have to say I'm not overly enjoying. But I've let it steep for ages, as you can see from the colour of it.
Yeah, it's well dark, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't know. It was sent. Grant sent me that across, and it's just not. I don't know. Not enjoying it, but I'm not wasting the coil. I'm going to vape it, and I'll pass across to Mr. Jackson.
Well, thank you, Roy. Thank you. No, massive hello to everybody in chat and everybody that's watching. I don't seem to have chat on. I'm a bit thick when it comes to that because I can't concentrate, so I don't have it on.
I'll put it on the
Like,
screen,
yeah,
Jackson. If there's anything pertaining to
Thank you.
you, it'll go on the screen.
Thank you, Matt. Right, so no, quick and simple tonight, to be fair. We are, as always, we've got the Odin 100 with the Aromarizer Plus V2. And in that, we've got a bit of fizzy yellow pear. Not too shabby at all, that juice. Not too shabby. And then, I'm loving this. We got the mechanical pulse, the very first, with this nitrous RDA, but single coil mode. And that is bloody brilliant. And in that, we've got a bit of Jinx, rhubarb, and raspberry. And that's all right, to be fair. Can't taste no rhubarb. It's just pure raspberry. And that's it. I have got a latest review up of the Neo remastered RDA. However, somebody sat downstairs that don't even vape is vaping it, and that's me bloody missus. So, it says how good it is. So I was going to have that on the setup tonight, but no, she sat down there bloody vaping it.
Well, if people
that's
want to
fine.
find out how good it is, they could always go and watch your review, couldn't they?
Yeah, of
Jackson?
course they can. They can head over to Jackson Vape Reviews.
Have a little shimmy.
Have a little shimmy. Not too shabby of a channel. And on that note, I'll pass it over to Mac.
Thank you, Jackson. And like both the other boys had said, welcome and thank you for joining us this evening. So I am on the Luna, and I have the Requiem sitting on the top by Vandevape.
Actually,
Got it in
looks
single.
quite tidy on top of that.
Yeah, the flavour's quite good. I was quite sceptical at first. It's quite a decent little RDA. And I've tried both of the other chimneys that go with it. It's quite good. And in that, I've got some slushy. It is apple and raspberry slush.
Are you enjoying the Luna, by the way?
Yes, I am. The review for that will be going up it'll be up on Thursday. Over on my channel, everyone. I'm joining Jackson and the Steam Crave line tonight. I've got the Glass.
Awesome.
And it's sitting on the top side light in 21700 mode. Actually fits. I was quite surprised. And inside that, I've got traditional lemonade. It's peach lemonade. And last but not least, I am on the Ed Zachary with the chimney stack. But what is this? Extension cap?
Yeah.
Extension cap, and it's on the Wrinkle Manto S. And inside that, I've got some of my own liquid that I made. I've called it McTavish's Breakfast. It's French toast and cappuccino tobacco.
No haggis in it, nothing like that.
What's that?
No haggis in there or anything like that.
No, not yet. I'm not that brave. And I will pass it over to Mark.
Lovely. Well, I am on the Ripley as well. Just like Rod. Did you, Jackson, did you get anything in the mail?
Yes, we did. We got a lovely Ripley. But
you haven't set it up yet, have you?
No, I've had obviously a few bits and bobs going on today, so I didn't really get to set it up. And my bloody postman, for some reason, post now used to be when I was a kid, first class, second class. My first class comes at sort of tea time.
Right.
So,
yes, but I stopped coming to the night before.
Moping. So hopefully after the show, I'm going to put a coil in. We'll have a little vape.
Lovely. And James, I think you got red carded. You were saying just before the show.
Yeah, I got called into work and I got a notification. We attempted to deliver this, and I'm like,
yeah.
Could it not fit through my letterbox?
Yeah. It would have done if you hadn't ordered those coils, you see. It had bulked it up too much. It wouldn't go through. That's what it was. But anyway, yeah, so I'm on the Ripley, and I've, like Roy, we got it's purely coincidental. We both had it on the converter. So I've got that. And I've got this 415 RTA still, which I'm thoroughly enjoying, on the Pennon with a snobby chip in, Roy.
The snobby pennon. I like that.
With a snobby chip. So
I'm easily entertained this evening, if no one's noticed.
That's all I'm vaping on, really, today. Juice-wise, I'm on the blackcurrant, raspberry and lime in both RTAs. So there you go, both of them. That's me. So who else has joined chat? Kieran, I've said. Patrick Pyle, evening Patrick. The Vape Hand. Ian, above the clouds, good evening to you. Graham, I said. Asif, good evening Asif.
Just while you're talking about the Ripley, Northwest has put a comment there saying, I loved your video on the Ripley so much, Mark. I'm going to get one in the next week from you. Can't wait to try it with some of your brilliant NI80 MTL coils.
Oh, lovely. You know why I can't keep up with chat, don't you, Roy? I'm not going there.
Because I keep jumping.
I'll get there. Grant Mullins, I think I said. Thanks for the remainder of my rum. Right.
Just wanted to get that in there before they left and went to bed, or a different time zone, or
finished. Thomas, good evening,
the
Thomas.
clocks go back at the end of October.
What were we saying before the show started, James? I can't remember now. Something about
fuck you, Roy.
Yeah. Vaping with Geezer, evening. Who else? Cloud Cartel. Everyone smashed it. Oh, thank you very much. Let's put that on the screen there. That pertains to Jackson as well. I'll put it on the screen. Ian again, Cheech. Patrick, I said. John Vaping Joker, I think I said. Can't remember for certain. We've got another Cheech account there. Cheech Value Custard. Guy Stewart, good evening. Guy's reasonably local to me, aren't you, Guy? Billet Box from Cloud Cartel. Grant Mullins, good evening. Who else have we got here? Scott Morrison, did I say Scott? Can't remember. Randy Handy. Hello, young ladies. Young ladies. Roy's Reviews. Nicky Maynard. Nicky Maynard's got the Lost Vape Thelma Quest today with the bulk on top, just waiting for the Oxford Arbiter V2 to come for it. Kieran's just got back from London. Only got my Berserker Mini V2 set up at the moment. Ooh, been on 2 days solid. Actually, that is a solid little RTA anyway, isn't it, the Berserker?
Yeah, absolutely.
The one Roy got to, I'm going to put it on the screen, cover Roy up. There you go. Loads of video on the Ripley so much, Mark. I'm going to get one the next week. Can't wait to try it. I actually blanked Jackson out more than you, I think. Thanks, Northwest. Graham Mullins have said. We got the Mission Kieran, Graham Mabley. I think I said Graham. Naturevape, anyone? Does Boris Johnson really vape, or was it a hoax?
No, he got photographed.
Did he?
Vaping. Yes.
Did he really?
Yes, he got photographed. It was basically like the only way I can describe it is like a like an atrium, like it was like a square. It was just like grass and a couple of trees, like a garden kind of thing. And he was sitting there with like a little pod device.
Really? I first I've heard of that. I haven't been out much because I haven't had any petrol, obviously. It's been a problem.
It's so amazing that over in England you got queues for petrol, and all our petrol stations are empty over here. With loads of petrol.
That's mad.
Really?
We have loads of petrol.
For me, Sunday/Monday, we must have gone round 11 garages, and none. And I luckily got some today from Sainsbury's, and then Asda, no queue at all, no queue whatsoever. So
Well, I haven't needed any till today, and I'm still not desperate. I got about just over a quarter of a tank. Filled up back into last week before all this drama stood anyway. But I don't know. I just think you see all the people filling up with their cans and that as well, and you just think,
well, you've seen the latest, ain't you? People
What's
are
that?
filling up with plastic bags.
No.
Honestly, they're filling up with plastic bags and then selling it.
I saw that video, and
It says it all, doesn't it? It says it all.
Wee woman
get
crying
your
it into the
Tesco
bag,
carrier bag.
tying a knot in it and carrying it away.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Good God.
Oh, Jack or McTavish just touched his
He's
laptop.
touched his thing again, so he's going to make me lose my place in chat.
And Guy Stewart says, Mark, that he's going to get a Ripley soon as well. And he's actually wrote, he went, Roy, tell Mark I will get a Ripley soon. Don't touch your
honest to God, I'm going to take a hatchet to this camera. I am so sorry. I didn't even do anything. I'm going to go sit in this corner.
Go and sit in the corner. Go and face the wall. Yeah, do you know what? I hadn't seen anything of Boris. So it was like a disposable, was it? He was vaping.
Can I come back out now?
Yeah, you can come back out. You're the only one who knows. Was it a disposable he was vaping then?
I don't know. The only thing I know is it was like a kind of pod device. It's the only thing I really know.
Right. How weird.
Did you actually see him vaping it though, or is it just in his?
Yeah, like from what you can see in the there's like two pictures. Like a picture of him kind of sitting with the device like this, and then the next picture there's just like a plume.
Oh yeah, so he is, yeah.
And I was like, he can stay in power for all I care. Because he obviously knows that there's obviously benefits to it. So if anything, it's going to help in the longer run, isn't it?
Yeah. Does he? Has he done it for that? Do you know what? I sometimes question why he does a lot of what he does. He does some bizarre things, doesn't he? But
yeah.
You could stick wick down the Ripley holes, just like I haven't tried that, Guy. To be honest with you, I tried the mesh, and I tried the what they call the Xylema. I'll call them stems. I did on the review. Sorry.
Wee tubes.
Yeah, no one picked me up on how I said it, so I must have got it right. No one's commented. So.
I thought you were talking in tongues there. I thought something had just possessed you there for Zalima. I don't know.
But I tried the mesh, and I just thought there was no benefit really for me. But someone did ask. What I did with an old Tayfun is I had the coil and I burnt some mesh and I put that through the coil and used that as my wick on a Tayfun once. And I have to say, as you know, Roy, how much I like my mouth to lung vape to like pop and crackle, and that really did make it pop and crackle. So I might well try that on there and see how it works out for me. Kieran says he came back to 2 red cards on his doormat. Peter Kendall, good evening. Fiona, good evening to you. Boris should get a real job, Graham. I'm obsessed with a Canadian so bad that during my live shows, when I share a screen, all you hear is a Canadian's live show playing in the background. I don't even know what that is. Wendy Blank,
Sorry
good
about
evening.
that. My eldest just came down the stage, but I've lost a tooth. Not really. She just keeps sugaring it.
Oh, really?
I'm like, I've told you I'm live on YouTube right now. And she's like, come and look. I'm like, I can't. I'm so sorry.
Tell her she has to come on here, and then the tooth fairy might appear.
No, she's gone now.
She's gone now.
Again, apologies to everyone watching the show. It's very unprofessional.
It's not a problem. family show and all that. Wendy, let's put Wendy's comment. Hi everyone, I hope you're all doing well. As usual, I'm making supper while the show is streaming, but had to stop in the show. Thanks, Wendy. Nice to see you pop in. Have I missed anything else? Have I? Peter Kendall, looking for a replacement O-ring. Oh yes, you were, Peter. For reload, any help appreciated. I'll try and find out. I did forget, I'll be honest. Eric, when's the 415s coming in? Probably in about a week, I think. They are ordered and paid for, but they're being sent with something else, which will... I don't know if they're holding the other thing up or the other thing's holding them up. But anyway, they're coming at the same time, one or the other. Stuart Dill. Hi, can you help? Why does my 1200 cut out when put back?
That's his L200. It's the Aegis 2 he's got.
It's what?
He's got the Aegis Legend 2, the L200's the Aegis Legend.
Oh, right. It's an L200. Right. Okay. That makes more sense now. Well, I would assume it's the battery door. Wouldn't you?
I would think so.
I would have thought. I had what mod did I? There's a Sense mod that used to do that. When I put it down, it used to cut out because I think as you bang it down, it chatters the door away and then loses its connection and has to connect again. I think that's probably what it is. I would have thought, Stuart. I can't think of any other reason.
Set this down for an hour and it switches off.
That's for a different reason, Roy.
I was going to say, speaking of the 415 and the Ripley, because you've got both of them, you've got both juice. You've got the exact same juice in both those tanks right now. Does it taste different in each tank?
Yep.
Do you get different notes? So like, say you're the. So what's it like? What's the differences do you get?
I'm going to be brutally honest. I love the Ripley, okay? I love the airflow. It gives you really, really good flavour as well. But I'm getting more flavour from the 415, I think. I'm getting more of the fruit, yeah.
Same coil in them both, Mark?
Exactly the same coil in both of them. Yeah, same juice, same coil. So, in fact... actually, not quite true. This is the same build as I put in my review, and I put an extra wrap on the Ripley coil. Mm-hmm. So, to be fair, that might be it. That could be it.
Yeah.
That could make the difference. So, the ohms would be slightly higher on that. What are the ohms on it? 1.04.
Yeah.
Yeah, not a lot different, to be fair. Yeah. There's not a lot in it, but the one thing with the Ripley and the Bishop is that airflow is probably the quietest, smoothest airflow I've ever known on a mouth to lung. So they've both got the benefits, definitely, both of them.
What with the Ripley? Obviously, most of us have got the Bishop. Is the Ripley any better than the Bishop, flavour-wise?
I'm going to let you find out.
Yeah, I'll put the answer and you can find out yourself.
What I will do is I'll send him a message privately later on, and he can tell me because I don't have a Bishop. I'm like, so Mark, tell me, and I can just torment you two over and go, I know what you're doing.
Holding the ransom.
What? Those two.
There you go.
Yep.
Height-wise, they're very, very close. And I don't know if the camera's.
I think on the Bishop though, Roy's got the top cap on the Bishop, hasn't he?
I've got the extension on the
to bring it up to make it top fill, ain't you?
That's the original size of it.
Yeah, it's short.
Yeah,
with
a bit shorter.
But it's.
What do you prefer, Roy? What do you prefer, Roy? The Bishop or the Ripley?
I'll let you
find out yourself.
No. What I will say, it has its plus sides over the Bishop.
Yeah.
But also has its negative sides over the Bishop.
Right. Oh, he's gone again.
It does make a change, though. It's not me that's all cocking something up on my laptop.
That's made your day, isn't it, Jackson?
It has. It's always me, isn't it? Always.
To make a fair comparison, I would have to do it without the bell cap on.
Yeah.
Because the bell cap does away with some of the niggles I had with the Bishop.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, yeah. I get what you mean by the niggles. Yeah. But you're still going to say, I am.
But I'm not going to tell you which one I prefer for vaping on. I'm vaping on this one because I'm testing it for review purposes.
Yeah.
So, I will just put this comment on. I don't want to harp on about it, really, or give it too much time. I'll just say we have not communicated. There you go. That's the answer. That will be the answer. Scott loves drama. I don't think he said it for drama. Scott wouldn't have done that, I don't think. Northwest, will you be getting the 4 and 5 in stock, Mark? I think I'll definitely be getting one of those for sure. Very sexy. Yep, they're coming. This one's the Ultim one. It's the one they sent me as a sample. But I'm getting both, the Ultim and the Clear. So both will be coming. John Vaping Joker on the mini robot, some pineapple soda. Pineapple soda.
Oh, very nice.
I don't think I've ever vaped a pineapple soda. Don't think I have.
It's the great thing about pineapple in general, because it's quite a strong flavour. You can pretty much put it in anything and it'll shine through very, very well. And pineapple soda's a good choice.
I had a bit of cool-harder with it. Jobs are good.
Yeah, always a bit of cool-harder for you, isn't it, Jackson? Always.
I've got to with my fruits. I tend to find, especially with fruit vapes, with cool-harder, I think with a lot of the flavours, I think it brings it a bit more out. Gives it a bit of oomph behind it. Do you know what I mean?
When I started vaping, Jackson, everything I had, I put a little bit of cool-harder in. Everything, because it gave me that.
You don't do that, though.
No.
You don't do that now, Mark?
No, not at all.
Why, though?
I just didn't find... I mean, I did it for years. I'll tell you what I vaped in the early days for about, probably 2 years, was 3/4 raspberry, just plain raspberry, and then a quarter like ice mint or you know, whatever it was at the time. And that gave me the throat hit I felt I needed that I used to get with smoking.
Yeah.
Oh, that looks nice.
But as time went by, the mint was kind of giving me a bit of this indigestion. And I tried it one day without, and I stuck with it. I actually preferred it, I think, in the end. But it took that some time for me to. It's a mental thing, isn't it? You associate that throat hit with smoking, what you've always had, but you still get a bit of throat hit without it, but not the harsh one. I don't know. Have you ever gone like a week with no cool-harder in anything?
No, I can't do it.
Yes, you can.
To be fair, we only tried it the other day. I got a bottle of something. I think it was blueberries and cherries, and I thought I want to try it. Obviously, with no cool-harder in it at all.
Yeah.
And I'd done a tank full, only 2 ml tank, and even with that, I couldn't have to stop and put cool-harder in it. It just, I don't know. It just, like you said, like you pointed out, you don't. Same with you, same with me. I didn't get that. You don't get that kick.
No.
Like
if you
like you do realistic with a cigarette or a roll up, and I think that's what, like you said, I missed that. So that's why I put cool-harder, and then obviously I get it again.
I would say go about 3 days, force yourself, go over that barrier without any mint in there at all, and then have some of your cool-harder again. It will almost bring tears to your eyes because you get sort of deadened almost to that flavour. But if you just gave it, you probably don't even taste the mint now, but if you handed your vape to someone in a non-COVID time, is it your phone, Jackson?
Yeah, that's all right.
But if you passed your vape, which I don't recommend we do at the moment because of this virus, but if you passed it to someone, they would probably go, Jesus Christ, how much mint have you got in there? You know,
to be fair with that, no, I do know that. But like with me, you only used to say like you've got a 100 ml bottle, obviously. I'd normally used to put probably a couple of mil in there, probably about 5-6 mil. Now in a 100 ml bottle, I must be, I'm not lying, 20-30 mil cool harder in it. And I don't even think, to me, it's that icy. Like it says, I think you get used to it. The body gets used to it. Like, well, I'll add a bit more and add a bit more, and then you start off when you've added a bit more, you get it for the first couple of pulls, and then it disappears again. It fades out. It's like it just fades away, doesn't it? It's because obviously you're getting used to it. The body's getting used to it, but it costs me a fortune to cool harder.
When I try this one as well. When I get a cold, I usually get it from the chemist, a little bottle of those menthol crystals. And I just drop a couple in the tank. Try it, Roy. If you're cold, you will feel amazing. It will just clear your head.
No, you're okay. I don't like cold vapes.
Yeah, you got to try that, Roy. I'll try that.
Try it. Just drop a couple of those crystals in.
Cold vapes.
I can hear Jackson now goes, see these menthol crystals, I'm hooked. W23, some menthol crystals, and I'm rocking.
I'll probably be down to the chemist tomorrow and have a look.
I like them so much, they got a 5 kilogram bag of them coming for me.
The one I normally go for if I've got a cold is a hyperfreeze, which is menthol, mint, and eucalyptus.
Oh yeah.
And it just, it's great. Wakes you up, and all your like pores inside your nose just goes. Yeah, you can breathe now. Enjoy it while you can. While your eyes are screaming.
No, you're all right.
Fiona's profiteering. Look, she's got tons of fuel. There's 25 quid a litre. Little over the top, don't you think, Fiona? A little bit much.
We'll be paying that soon, I reckon.
How many plastic bags is that worth?
God, I just can't. Plastic bags. Who would do that? Honestly.
Wouldn't if, like, I know it sounds really daft because I don't know like molecular wise, but wouldn't the fuel eat through the plastic because it's not been treated?
Yeah, yeah.
Well, bearing in mind, I once got reprimanded at a petrol station for not having my can, which was for the lawnmower, on the floor. I was holding it and filling it like that.
Yeah.
And they went on the tannoy thing and told me, put that can on the floor like this. And it really snapped at me. I felt all right, dick. But I put it on the floor and carried on. I went inside. I said, was that really necessary? It says health and safety. He said, we have to tell you. I said, well, there are ways.
Oh.
But yeah, but plastic bags, what, God almighty, what matey boy done with that? He'd have gone mad, wouldn't he?
And Jackson, Fiona Clark says, tell Jackson the Congo Bongo, he recommended, is lovely. Been vaping it loads.
So it's stunning. Congo Bongo is stunning. Now that juice ain't too shabby at all, that one. That's got to be.
Ain't too shabby, is it?
No, it's beautiful. With some cool harder in it, that's stunning. It's like I've always said, it's your Mountain Dew and your lilt. Bang them together and that's what you get. It's a really good juice, to be fair, though, Roy. Really good juice from Drip Axe.
Randy Andy. His Land Rover's running on red, all right. No problem. Ian Michelle? Vaping with
That's
diesel?
the UFO.
Yeah, it's illegal. Is it illegal? Red diesel, isn't it?
Of course it is.
Yeah, it's illegal to run. It's only for tractors, for farm machinery. And Adrian Mason, that's the Unicorn Alien. I think that's the one he was on about. Or this one. If it's that one, it's the Nevermore. Unicorn Nevermore.
All right, that's that one.
I'm going to have to start putting some shelves up here because I'm starting to feel a little bit Spartan compared to you. I just have like a small shelf here.
I have a new poster every week. Yeah, right. E-liquid shortage and coil shortage at night. Yeah, there is a massive shortage. No one will be able to get any e-liquid unless they queue for it. Thanks, Fletcher. Good point. I read somewhere that someone said something about maybe you should tell the people on the dole there's a shortage of jobs, they might start queuing for them or something like that.
Yeah.
It's funny people's humour that comes out, isn't it? Boris, I'm trying to disable people with vapes and stay. Oh, yeah, cheech. A lot of comments there about Boris. Mesh works well with. What's that? Stucco? Stucco? What's stucco? Am I being thick? Mesh works well. I'll put it on the screen so you can all read it.
Stucco?
Don't know what that is.
Concrete.
Evening, Flat Cap. How are you, sir?
Hello, guys.
I can't even see the comment that Roy read out. No, can't even see it. Have I not got there yet? Probably not. Useless
Probably not.
chat as usual. Mark, are you getting the BP Insider for the billet box? Not sure. At the moment, I haven't ordered them, Paul. So, I'm not sure. Okay, saves me blowing myself, Fiona. Great review. The Ripley, thank you. Kieran, thank you very much indeed. Yeah, the Ripley, we can talk about reviews this week, so I've actually done one. What about that?
So did I.
What did you do, Rob?
I did the Unicorn Vert 2.
You did. I remember seeing it now. I remember seeing it come up, but I haven't watched it.
Oh, why not?
I was going to say that that very device made a cameo on Michelle's live to try some blueberry. What was it? Blueberry, blue raspberry ice or something like that, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Because I actually said, Roy, go get your stacked mech. And he just pops up and he goes, look, lads, look.
I think he's got the devil in him tonight. Dion, I'll put that on the screen. Do you know what? It's still here, Dion. I apologise. I did say I was going to have that set up and be using it by this week, didn't I? And I haven't. In my defence, I did spend the weekend. Do you know what? The Ripley, I didn't know when it was coming, and because I had so much other stuff to do, I hadn't put any of it on the website. So Saturday, I was and there are so many accessories for the Ripley. There's the top caps, the spare tubes, the inserts, the mesh, so it goes on, different colours. It took me ages to load it on the website, all the stuff. So that was Saturday. Sunday, I wanted to review it because I've been vaping it for probably nearly 3 weeks. So I felt I could review it, get that out quite early for Ambition Mods. They were good enough. I loved what she said, actually. She knows about this show, and she said, could I send some extra ones for the other people on your show? And I said I'd really appreciate it, and so would they. So I've passed those on to you boys. You know, they didn't, I'll be honest, they didn't cost me anything. They came straight from Ambition. So I thought that was lovely of her. So I don't think they send out to anyone else. I think they just rely on me to. There is one more. That'll be obvious in the forthcoming days who that one is. But another reviewer. So yeah, but I thought it was really good of them. So I did that on Sunday, got that live, and I also. Do you remember? I said I was going to try and do some kind of video on me putting the chip in here. That is now all done, loaded to my desktop, ready to upload to YouTube. So I've done that as well. So probably not. Sorry?
Busy little bee.
Busy little bee. So probably not one of my most outstanding reviews ever, but at least it will give people an idea of what it takes to put a DNA 60 chip in something like that, or the Easy Mod, or whatever. So I promise, faithfully, Dion, I will. There's no point in me chucking a coil in it now while we're on the show, because it'll just be as long silence and me. So
I'll do it. Double cam, and we could talk over the top of it.
This camera's broken, Roy. My table camera's broken. I'm sorry.
Look me straight in the eye and tell me that. You little fibber.
Fibber. I will, for next week, I'll be vaping it.
X1, if you want to see Mark build that live on.
No, honestly, my camera is not on. I promise you, it's not on. I could turn
You
it
can
on, I
switch
guess.
it on. There's a wee on switch.
That one. That one.
Hey?
I don't know if it'll work. Sometimes it doesn't. It flashes. It does work. Moving on.
Daniel wants to know, have you opened your gift you've had for nearly a week?
I'll get to it in chat. I did. What? Who was that?
Adrian.
Da-
Daniel, sorry, Daniel even. Daniel.
Daniel. I'll get to that. He knows the answer. I'm sure he does. Fiona's on her old RX200s all day with the Dwarf. Direct line FL on top. Still got 78% battery left. Any thoughts on the Precisio 24 that's due out end of October? It's quite a good RTA, that, to be honest. Or the early one was. I've got one here somewhere. Don't know where it is. Here it is. Is this it?
I've heard the name, but second I see it, I'll probably I remember that.
No, that's not it. No, thought it was. They look very similar. It was on my pipe for a long while. No, but anyway, no, I haven't tried the new one. I would have said it was going to be decent. You know, if it's like the ones before it, it'll be decent. Abdul, Nevermore, still better than both of them. Nevermore, he likes the Nevermore, Roy.
Nevermore is a really, really good tank. Really good. tank.
Nevermore is good. I've got one of them there. See, Fiona, I didn't really like the Dwarf. I think it was because I didn't have all the inserts. That's what I think it was. I bought a genuine one and didn't really like it, I'll be honest. I think I spoke about that at the time. It just seemed to have too much airflow going in from the side. They've got like this big rectangular channel going into whatever insert you put in there. Didn't do it for me. I only speak as I find. Anyone use a converter in tube mode? Or show me what it's like with a stainless steel RTA in top. Oh, there you go. Roy's done it
There
for
you
you.
go.
Roy's ready and raring.
Well done, Roy. So he knew I'd get to it. He knew I'd get to that.
It's like he knew that comment was coming.
Like he knew, isn't it? Like he knew. I sanded down my Bishop O-ring and it's super easy to bottom fill now. Adrian Mason.
It's even easier when you buy the bell top, when you get buy the top cap from
Yeah, I
Naturevape,
suppose
and you can
for
top
bottom
for it.
O-ring was a particular problem, was it? I don't know. Graham WS23, yeah. Like for his mint.
The only thing I can see right now in chat, and it's making me chuckle, is that they're having an argument over Jaffa cakes. Is it a cake or a biscuit? And somebody
It's a
said, "Oh, it's a biscuit."
It's a cake. When you put it in the air,
Yeah,
it goes
cake.
hard. That's what cakes do. Biscuits go soft. Cake goes hard.
Oh, you've just opened Pandora's box.
No problem, Scott. Try blackjacks for throat hit. Yeah, blackjack is good. That's a good point, actually. Guy Stewart.
Yeah.
Put that on the screen for you. Blackjack will give you a throat hit. I've got a blackjack. It's one of my flavours. If you haven't tried it, you want to try it and see what you think. Naturevape. Have you put the Bishop airflow pins on the site yet? 1.4 and 1.6. I really am quite useless at times, aren't I?
I think we're gonna have to start. I think we're gonna have to start reminding them little PAs.
I'm gonna put them
Well,
on
Mr.
my.
Burns, if you put those earphone sets on
I'm
the
gonna put
website,
them on my
yet,
mat. I will do it. I promise. I will do it.
Wait, don't worry, we'll shout at him until he does it. What, have you done it yet? No, not yet.
Right,
Go do it.
I'm even going to add that comment as a favourite. There you go. So I will remember. Andrew George, good evening. Yeah, Fiona says been looking for a nice 22mm stainless steel 18650 tube. Not a lot to choose from these days. No, I mean you can go the expensive route, can't you? But other than that, who else did one? EH Pro did one, but it had an awful chip in that used to go wrong. If you got a good one, you got a good one. If you got a bad one, it was just bad. Who else has done one? Not a lot to go with, is there?
But you talk about tube mods. Is that what you're
Tube
talking
mod
about?
with a chip.
The Kaizogo Chiron's quite good as well.
Is that
32
got a chip?
millimeter, 18650. It looks like a little mech chip, but it's got a kick chip in it.
Oh, is it? Right.
Yeah, Kaizogo Chiron's quite good.
And Brett
It
says
was that good. My colleague had a go of it, and she's like, "I need to buy this," and I'm like, "Well, just buy mine because I'm not going to use it."
And Mick says, as soon as I get cold, I start on the Heisenberg. When I smoked, I went to menthol. I didn't like menthol cigarettes. Did you like menthol cigarettes, Jackson?
Oh no, you're having a laugh, aren't you? No.
So why are you doing it now?
I don't know.
That's
Obviously,
a good question.
when I first quit and I first obviously vaped, it was fruits. Don't get me wrong, it was fruits. It was never desserts. Desserts. I had must have been some sort of cheesecake. It was, and I vaped that, and I used to physically heave off it. It was like you opened the bottle and I was heaving before I even vaped it. So it's sort of that's what put me off desserts. Full stop. I never thinking with desserts, but vaping it, fruits, got me off. Obviously, the tobacco and the cigarettes, and then I don't know. I think it come to a point where I was searching for something else, if that makes sense, something else. And then somebody says, "Oh, you should put obviously cool harder in," and obviously back then I didn't sort of understand what was what. So I brought a juice and it had cool harder in, and it was I think it was a melon, to be fair with you, and it was cold. It was ice cold, and I liked it so much. I thought, "Oh, we're gonna get other fruits and put just little bits of cool harder in them," and I started preferring it. And like I've pointed out, you get that extra little hit at the back when you inhale. And I don't know, from there, I never looked back. And then everything was always fruits, still is now, and it's always cool harder. So I don't know, it's just...
Cool harder is different to menthol cigarettes, to be fair. I was playing devil's avocado to you, really, there. But
I remember, talking about cigarettes, do you remember... Now, I forgot what brand they were called. You get a cigarette, right, and you'd smoke it normal, and then you used it at the bit,
crunch it,
and then you used to go to menthol.
Yeah, I don't know what they were. I got given one once, and I thought, really, is that a thing? I'd never seen it before.
Yeah,
but yeah, you crunched them, and
that's it.
Yeah,
like a little ball in the butt. Used to crunch. But no.
I caught up, Roy. I'm up with that comment on the screen. The Congo Bongo.
That was 20 minutes ago.
Yeah, but you see, I get to them. Now we've done it twice. You've made the show boring because we've duplicated stuff. Did you see Adrian's comment? Silver RTA on the black mod?
Yeah.
Have you held it up?
Nevermore.
Sorry?
That was the Nevermore conversation?
That was the Nevermore. Right,
okay. Graham's asking me if I... did I smoke before? Yeah, I used to be on...
Is your bottom lip out, Roy, or are you all right?
Yeah. He's turning to chat and going, "Daddy yelled at me."
Oh dear. Right. Oh, Fiona, I'll just put that on the screen. Iggy, evening all. Sorry late, been watching Heartland. Evening, Iggy. Plaster in America. Plastering. What's plastering all about? Did I miss something there? Kieran hasn't reviewed. Hang on, I've got my chat blocked up with McTavish. He blocks chat every time he comes back. I haven't reviewed in 10 days, boo. Back to full swing tomorrow. Fully better, and a mad dash to London didn't help. Yeah. So Kieran's back on the case. So anyone else got anything they're reviewing? Coming up?
I've got tons of stuff to review.
Have you?
I finally got round to doing the Zachary. I've got the Luna. I've got the blocks. I've got the glass. What else have I got to do? The Ripley when it comes eventually. I was just going to answer a question. Someone in chat had asked if I used to smoke. I did. I used to do 45 cigarettes a day.
45?
45.
Right.
Roll-ups, 45 roll-ups a day I used to be on.
Yeah, but you know your roll-ups, Mac, were they prison roll-ups?
Yeah.
One
The thing is, it was that bad.
in the center.
The thing is, at that time, obviously, I was going in and out of employment because for some reason I just couldn't find a job that was suiting for me. So I ended up making them into prison roll-ups without filters.
Yeah, make them last, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, make them last.
And then obviously I turned to this and not look back. And 10 years later, I'm healthy as a horse. Well, minus pneumonia, I'm a healthy as a horse.
So I've come across it now, Roy. I'll put it on chat. Naturevape, have you opened your gift you've had for nearly a week? Do you not? I haven't. He knows this, I think, as well. When I get sent, especially I knew what it was, what Daniel had sent me, and I really appreciate what he sent me. It was lovely of him. And I will, again, have it on the show and talk about it one night, but it's not a product I stock, and he thought I might like to try one. I'll give you a clue. It's made by QP. But I like to, I don't know if you boys are the same. If I get something sent, I don't want to open that before I dash off to work. I want to have my time and open it and look at it and weigh it up and put coils. Do you know what I mean? I need that time for it. And I haven't had that time. I could have made time, I guess. But
you want time to tinker.
I do,
look at it, take it apart, and no, I get that. I mean, I can see Jackson on the he totally agrees as well.
It's not that I don't appreciate what Daniel is. I do, and I'm grateful for it. But that's why. I mean, I could have lied and said, yeah, I tried that. It's all right, that. But I'm not going to lie. It's still unwrapped, still in the mail. So,
I sat in a meeting this morning. Whenever I saw the postman come to the door, out with a Bluetooth headset on, got the package, came back in while I was in the meeting, opened it, and sat and built it while I was in the meeting.
Serious?
So you were being paid to look at your new gift?
Oh, no,
yeah. Someone forward that to Roy's company, please.
When you were doing this, Roy, when you were building this and putting the coil in, did they not click on that your head's down there and not looking at the camera?
We weren't on camera. It was just sound only.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, what's that clunking noise we can hear? Don't worry about it. It's fine.
The great thing about this headset, all I have to do is do that to mute it.
Oh, right.
So you've got it in your ear and you're listening, and you flick the mouthpiece up and down.
Did you say you burnt your finger, Roy? How did you do that? Abdul, yes, that is the pennon. The pennon style, the Ed pennon, and they are on the site. So yeah, pennon V2.
I think you should call it the V2 because you've put a DNA in it.
Yeah, I have. Yeah, that's the one. I'll put the DNA chip in. I'll probably get some thumbs down for that video, but never mind. Oh hum.
See from a curiosity standpoint, I think you're going to get a lot of views on that because people want to know, one, what does it actually look like inside of a device, and two, because from what you'd shown us on little snippets, is this is where this wire goes, this is what this wire does, and I think a lot of people are going to go, God, a lot actually goes into a chip, and not a lot of people will realise that.
Yeah.
How long is the sort of how-to, Mark?
Well,
it's not really a review, is it? It's a how-to.
It's a how-to, but I've basically what I did, and I don't want to spoil it for it. I don't think I will anyway. People might want to watch it or not, but I had never taken one apart, literally, and I thought, well, I want to take it apart, so I'll turn the camera on and I'll do it in front of the camera, and it's my video is always a bit unedited anyway, but this one really is. This is like, wow, yeah, oh god, yeah, done it that way. It's a bit like that, but it's my first look, and everyone else's probably.
Yeah.
And as far as putting the chip in, I didn't bring the soldering iron into the office here and do it on the table. It's all in my workshop. I find it easier. So all I did is every time I got to a stage that I thought needed showing, I took a picture of it. So there's a slideshow of where all those wires go on the board. And then in the end, it's put back in the mod. But it's quite obvious how you see how it comes out of the mod, so you'll see how it goes back in. If I was doing the review again now, it would be very much, right, you undo this, you pull that out, you pull this out, you cut that wire, this will then come out. It would be a whole lot quicker because I've done it now. I know how to do them quite quickly. But I thought, you know, curiosity's sake, people might just enjoy watching it for what it is. You know, it's just something a bit different, isn't it? I mean, how many people have... I haven't tried it on YouTube, or Googled it or anything. How many people have actually shown fitting a chip in a mod? I don't think many have they?
I've never watched one.
I've never really...
I was going to say, I'm with Jackson. I've obviously like watched videos on how like chips and computer chips and everything's been made, but I've never actually watched someone physically replace a chip.
Yeah.
On computers, yeah, I can sort of take and leave because it's kind of self-explanatory. But when it comes to something this small and how to actually change a chip, like I said, I think you're going to get a lot of views on it. Just one, out of curiosity, and two, hell, I could do that.
Well, that was the main reason for me doing it. And I actually said on there as well, you know, if you've got half an idea of doing it, don't shirk away from it. Don't be shy because it really isn't difficult. It's not rocket science at all. And the internals of this mod are made so well. It's like a cartridge. Once you've assembled it in the cartridge, you just slide the whole thing into the mod and it's done. You know, it's so well designed. Brilliant. And it also makes it kind of timeless in a way, doesn't it? If you've got this mod or another one that takes a DNA, one of the Picos, they had like a pretend DNA 60 chip, I think, as well, didn't they? I haven't tried one of them, but
yeah,
if you can do it and you fit your DNA chip, then if you drop it in water or break it or for whatever reason the screen goes, you've got the knowledge to say, well, that's not a problem. I'll put another chip in it because there's nothing wrong with the mod itself, you know, and just put another chip in. It's nice to have that knowledge, isn't it?
You know, once you've took obviously the internals out, is there a chance of cocking it up?
No, there's not. Not really. If you can solder, you know, you can do it. Honestly, the buttons are everything. If you imagine the wires from these two buttons underneath here, the buttons are housed in like this cartridge. Two wires come off. If you cut those to the board and just pull the switch, you've got the switch, haven't you? So how can you mess that up? All you've got to do then is solder those into the right holes on the new board. That's basically all it is. It's probably an area where people like you just said there, Jackson. You know, I don't want to. I've spent 60 quid in a mod. I don't want to mess
that's
that
how
up.
I look at it.
You know that, and I get that, and you know, I guess I was lucky in a way because I had maybe an easy mod that was faulty, and I thought, well, I wonder if I can fit a DNA chip in this easy mod because this is faulty anyway. I'm not wasting anything. You know, Ambition Mods have replaced it for me, so I've got the carcass. I might as well give it a go, and I did, and that was really where mine all started from. But I suppose I was lucky to have that donor mod.
Yeah.
So what was I going to mess up? A DNA chip, I suppose, if I'd have got it wrong. But you know, so it's not that bad at all. They're on about Jaffa Cakes. Peter Kendall, or Astor says actually replying to Peter. Instead, me and Kieran went on a capper. See him in a caper. He set me up and ran off with the time. What's this? I was holding the back.
A caper. A caper.
A caper.
I think that's like an old-fashioned word for adventure.
Yeah, but he spelled it capper. Kappa caper. Northwest, I've now subscribed to McTavish, Roy's reviews, and Jackson reviews.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
And Naturevape, maybe. It's probably already
later on. Now it's topical. Later on in the conversation, he says he's been subscribed to you for quite a time, Mark.
Ah, bless Northwest, bless. Wouldn't it be nice if you knew all your? I know you can pull up a list of your subscribers, but wouldn't it be nice if you knew who the people who are subscribed to? Like they made a comment, they were in a slightly different colour. I know if you've got a big channel and you do a membership thing, you can see then, obviously, can't you? But, you know, this is an unpaid channel. I don't have a membership to it. It's just, you know, just is what it is, I suppose. But don't you think that'd be good? See,
Yeah.
He's a subscriber. I'll answer his questions, sort of thing. Not that I would ignore someone who wasn't, but do you know what I mean?
Yeah, you would. Yes,
Yeah,
you
that
would.
would be good.
Especially if they type in half an hour after what's been on.
Well, if you type in, you know, you got to get your comment in quick if you want it read out on this show. If you type it in at 9:25, you got no chance for 10 o'clock, have you really? Let's be fair.
Speaking of Northwest, he's been meaning to ask you about Drakes. Are you going to be getting any more in?
I had a call off Dan from Drake's, and I couldn't take the call, and I phoned him back, and he couldn't take the call. So we are, yes is the answer. I'm sure it would have been a positive call, otherwise he wouldn't have phoned me up. So yes, I'm hoping so. Hopefully, I keep saying it won't be too long, but I really, really hope it won't be. Mark, will you be getting an extension kit for the Eclipse RTA?
Yeah, it comes. You can get like a bubble glass and an extension chimney for it now. Because Mike Vapes did a review on Jay Hayes' Inception. Yeah, the Inception, and he's got the Eclipse with the extension.
Right, I'll look into that. Didn't know that. Graham's laughing at me. I don't know what I've said.
Fucking hell.
Could have been anything. There's a chat within chat. I'll skip through a few. I don't think I've. Obviously, same thing applies. If you've got a question for, he's gone again. Same question for me or Jackson or Roy. Just put the first name in capitals, and we'll see it a lot quicker and easier. There you go, Matt Benson. He said, fast forward a couple of years, 2 years, and Jackson will be vaping custards, guaranteed. It's kind of what happens, Jackson. How long have you been vaping now?
Getting on for 3 years. Yeah, getting on for 3 years. I don't know. I just don't get me wrong. I have vaped custards, especially regarding obviously the TVP juices, custards. I have vaped custards like that, but it wouldn't be my go-to. Definitely not. And like I pointed out, when I started, I can't remember the brand of it, but I had a custard. It was a cheesecake, and God, it was rank. It was disgusting.
Right.
And I know they're all different. It really put me off. And I don't know. I don't think I could sit there vaping custards. I don't see myself vaping custards at all, to be fair with you, to be honest.
Evening, Laurie.
I think some people are sort of your dessert lovers. Some people are a bit of both, ain't they? But
yeah,
fruits and bumps. That's it, I think. Well,
I haven't come across Laurie yet, but evening, Laurie. I'm told you're in. So, Scott Morrison, I'm going to let someone else answer this. Really, we need another question to this. But I'm buying a new RTA. Any recommendations? We need to know, Scott, what type? Do you want mouth to lung, direct lung, single coil, dual coil? We need to know a bit more. So if you answer quick, Roy or someone will see it in chat before me, and they can go straight in with an answer. Or James. Or Jack. Well, no, you can't. Can you, Jackson?
No, I can't. I can't do two things. I can't be doing all that now.
I'm quite literally buying a new webcam as we speak. I can't deal with this crap anymore.
Oh, really?
I just sent a message to the missus. I said, see, when this live is over, I'm literally going to be taking a pair of scissors to this webcam. I'm going to cut it and smash it up.
Is it definitely the webcam though, Mick?
What's that?
Is it 100% the webcam?
Yeah, it's like
Oh, yeah.
anytime I literally hit, like I put my mod on the table, and I've got maybe
It could be a USB connection into your laptop.
I've checked
Yeah.
both of them. They're both fine. There's like a kink in the wire somewhere, and it just anytime I try to straighten it out, it just cuts off.
Right.
So I'm literally I've had enough of it. I've just told the missus I'm buying a new camera right now.
Didn't you get the new stream cam?
Yeah, the Streamcam Logitech.
Is it good? It looks
I
good.
just went off your recommendation, Mark, and I brought what you told me to
Yeah,
buy.
but I didn't have one. But you're pleased with that, aren't you?
Yeah, no, I am pleased. No, I am pleased. But it does the job, doesn't it? It does do the job very well. I've got
Is it
no
good for
issues.
close-ups for your reviews as well?
I don't use it for reviews
Oh, don't you?
at all.
Right.
All I use it for, I know people are going to say, "Why the hell do you spend that much money for it?" But when it comes to sort of tech and whatnot, I ain't got a clue. So obviously, I took my recommendations off you, Mark. I just brought the camera, set it
Never
up,
do
and
that.
show, and that was it. So for when I've tinkered around with it, obviously before I come on, I tinker around with it and make sure it's where I need it to be. If say like it's light and obviously you put a tank to it, it is bang on brilliant focus. But I record everything off the phone. I just don't understand how to record off the stream cam on the laptop and then edit it. That's all just too technical for me. Where on the phone I can do it, if that makes
Right.
sense.
Mm-hmm.
It simplifies things, shall I say. But no, I'm happy with it. It does the job. And obviously, Mac, he'd know what to do with it because he knows what to do. But he wouldn't regret it.
Yeah, I do my my reviews through my normal account and through this Ecamm Live program. I've got a choice. You can either go live or you can record only. So if you're going to record only, it's just like we're doing now, and then save it to my desktop and then add it in. I use iMovie. Just then add it in iMovie and edit it from, well, I use the term loosely, edit it, copy it, and put a couple of split clips in there. That's where I do it.
Laurie's asked a question that you probably won't get to.
Oh, hang on. I'll just answer Northwest. Mark, have you tried nets through the... I haven't yet. Northwest, I haven't. No, but I will be. I've got some drakes sitting on my table down beside me downstairs, so I will be. Go on, Roy. What was that?
So Laurie said she left early last week. I heard you chat about the future of vaping and the laws. Do you folks think the UK will become as bad as the USA? No.
I don't think it will, because we've had ours like approved by the medical association, haven't we? So
the NHS supports vaping, so as long as the NHS supports vaping will be around. But what form it will be around in 10 years' time, God only knows. But
yeah, I got a customer in today, literally saying my doctor recommended I come in and have a chat with you. He literally came straight from his doctor's appointment, straight to my shop and said, "Yeah, I've tried to quit smoking. I've tried the patches, I've tried the gum, you name it, I've tried it." And the doctor said, go down to the vape shop and have a chat with them, see what they can do for you. And if it's a doctor, like an NHS doctor has said that, then
It's
they're
not
literally
just that,
the last line.
It's like in this country, I think there's quite a few hospitals that you can actually vape in as well, though, ain't you?
Yeah, there's two of them. I've got shops, isn't there? There's two of them down in England.
Adrian Mason says that Todd did a DIY board, but looks forward to my review. Yeah, well, that's the kind of thing Todd would do. You've got to respect him for that, haven't you? He does do things like that. Rufus, I put a new DNA board in, really easy, only 4 wires. Yeah, there was a bit more with this, Rufus, because it's got external up and down. It's not a 3 switch on the front. But yeah, it's still straightforward. Rufus, that was a 75C board that Rufus did. And what else have we got here? Probably too much glue in a Pico. Yeah, probably there is, Guy. Yeah. Anyone had a Pico apart? I never have.
No. I've just seen a question for myself pop up there from Dad bought me a PlayStation for bathwater. I gave him the Chroma Z kit, and he was on 20 plus cigarettes a day, and my fucking camera's gone.
It's froze again. Should we leave him like that? He's quiet, isn't he? Who's going to be the ventriloquist at the end when he says his good nights? Good night. Oh, right. No, Frank Snowman. Hi, Mark. Any luck finding out whether Ambition Mods had any 0.6 Bishop hairpins hanging around? I prefer the draw from one blind, point plus point, but the flavour is better from two sides. That I'll ask. I've got to speak to Ambition about something else, actually, so I will ask them about that, Frank.
And then he follows that up, Mark, by saying if they do, you'll have two pairs, one for the Bishop, and then the other pair for the Ripley that'll be purchased. He will be purchasing for himself.
I should actually have checked. You might take note of this for your review, perhaps, Roy, or someone else. Whether the hairpins for the Ripley are interchangeable with the Bishop, I'm not sure.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not sure. Yeah, I got to Laurie's comment now. Work busy. Yeah, I've been busy. Obviously, I've got my new dog who is growing like you wouldn't believe. And it is... his teeth aren't too bad either. I don't know if you can see that. I've got forearms with teeth gashes everywhere on them. But bless him, he don't mean it, does he? That must be horrible for a dog when they're teething and bless his heart. He's turning into quite a character, he really is. Swirling Monk, into you. I need a good banana. You could try the Booley Bolu or whatever. My phone is ringing, but I've got it on silent, so no one can hear that. So that's good. Rufus says, careful what you wish for, Swirling. Yeah, banana is one of those flavours that, you know, it's a bit of an odd one. We've got, obviously, the banana milkshake. And Hilo raspberry, Fiona Clark, raspberry custard and creamy custard from Royal Vapes is delicious. Best I've tried, but quite expensive. I haven't tried that. Anyone else tried that?
No.
Nope.
And Mark, to answer your question, yes, they are.
They are interchangeable.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's interesting, isn't it? Yeah.
The gunmetal one in there. You can't really see it, but it's that's the one from the Bishop.
Well, the same length and everything, I assume, are they?
Yep.
Oh, bless him. Right, James has just sent me a message. His camera is completely gone. He won't be back on. So James says, good night, everybody.
See you later, James.
See you, James. Take care, mate.
See you, James.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see that, right.
Same length, same everything.
It's good to know that.
He went and lied, didn't he? He said he wasn't coming back.
I hate this camera.
Do you reckon was it a gerbil you've got or a hamster? I can't remember now. Do you reckon he bit the wire?
If anything's going to be biting the wire, it'll be my cat.
Talking of which, MacBook charger, we had to order another one. Lesson learnt for me and the dog. Don't leave the lead dangling over my chair. It's a cat. So, bless. So that was an expensive one. Yeah, you can't leave. When you got a puppy, you just can't leave anything laying around, can you? Nothing.
Daniel Weston has asked a question for everybody. Is the Fat Rabbit RTA worth a buying, or would you spend elsewhere? I'm also looking to buy something now, as my Kylan 2 has finally gave up on me. Can't answer
Jackson,
it.
you've got a fat rabbit.
Yep, you have. This over to you, this one, Jackson, because I haven't got
Yeah,
one.
no, the fat rabbit is good. It is good. Yeah, it really is, to be fair with you. Personally, it shines, I will be honest, it shines at higher wattage. You know, so if you're sort of 80, 90, 100 watts, it does shine. It is a decent tank. It really is. 28 mil, you know. It looks good as well, and it does perform. So I know it's hyped up, and I do agree with it. I've reviewed it. It's a decent tank. So yes, I'd take a punt on it and buy it. I think now, if I'm right, I think some place you can get it for about 23, 24 quid now, which ain't too shabby at all. So you
cheap,
can't argue with that. You know, easy to coil. So yeah, definitely I'd buy it. I think. Yeah, there we go.
Well, you might
The
want
thing
to
is,
see
if
what this QP's like, because the single coil one was good.
my other question is, if obviously if you've got the fat, if I'd said to you, you can only use one of these two tanks, your Aromizer V, your Aromizer, or the Fat Rabbit.
No, that's a bit harsh. No, that's a bit harsh. To me, from what I've vaped, yes, I know I've only been vaping for getting on for 3 years. But for me, and I think with the thing with vaping, with tanks and everything like that, there's something for everybody. So what I'm like, other people might not like, you know, due to the flavour and the draw and everything like that, because all tanks give off different draws and everything. However, the Aromarizer Plus V2 is by far my best RTA by miles, you know, and that's it's not just down to the flavour. Like I said, it's the draw. I like the draw it gives me. It gives me what I need all the time without doubt. Where, you know, like the Fat Rabbit, it's a decent tank. You know, it's not up there with the Aromarizer Plus for me, but for other people, it might be there. You know, best thing since sliced bread. I think we have. You know, that's the good thing about vaping. We've all got our own different ways of vaping, what coils, what wattage, what juices, how we like the airflow. So, you know, it's very open to debate on that because we all like different things.
Yeah. Do you know, one of the things that I was really, really surprised with the glass was how smooth it is, considering how big this tank is.
Yeah.
I know obviously there's bigger tanks out there, but I'd had a go of it. I'd said to my wife, "You have a quick toot on this," and she went, "Right, okay." And she went, "God, that's one, it's really quiet, and two, it's really smooth." And that was with the airflow all the way open.
Yeah.
She was really surprised by it, and she's like, "I'm going to be going back to work soon because obviously she works in hospitals." She went, "I'm going to need a tank," and I went, "No, it's mine."
The thing I've noticed though, with me, I think with the likes of Steam Crave and QP, yes, you do pay a bit more than some of the tanks, you know, but I think the quality is second to none. It's a lot better quality. I really do believe that. You know, you get the Fat Rabbit and the Aromarizer. Yes, they're two different tanks, of course they are. But if you look at how they're made and what they're made out of, you get better with Steam Crave and QP. You get what you pay for. Do you know what I mean? The money's there, isn't it?
I think Kieran has just answered Ohm Sweet Ohm. He's just had his Fat Rabbit empty the whole tank out on the bottom airflow. More wick.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
I would have said so. It sounded good to me. Oh, look at that. I've caught up on chat. See, you boys had nothing to worry about. Oh, that's a dog yelping. 10 to 10, and I've caught up. That's it. Good night. Home sweet home. Only got it today. So, Jackson, would you agree with that? You've built a Fat Rabbit. If it's going to dump all its juice, it'll be down to wicking, I would assume, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it will be, yeah.
Yeah.
Touch wood. I've never had that issue, so it will be down to wicking.
Okay, well, I don't know when to... Because I've done both these reviews over the weekend, and I've been probably weeks without doing one, so I thought I'm not going to put them both out on the same day. But I'll probably, if anyone who wants to know, I'll probably be doing that. I'll probably do it tomorrow night, I would have thought. So if you're interested in watching about the DNA chip, I'll put it out tomorrow night. But of course, I never ask this, but if you subscribe to my channel, if you're not already, you'll get a reminder to tell you when it's out.
Remember and click that little bell.
Click the little bell. And there you go. So anyone else got anything else they wanted to talk about tonight?
What is the quickest way to destroy a camera?
The quickest way is probably the way I destroyed my strimmer, with a rake. Did I ever tell you my strimmer? I didn't want an expensive one. I bought a Quillcast from Homebase. It was £100, right? And we were never friends from the outset. I used to pull this cord and it just burr. And eventually I'll get it going. I'll do about 10 yards and it would quit. It would stop again. You had to open the petrol cap, let it breathe, do it up again, start again. And it just went on. I had it about 2 years. And my neck was sore anyway. And to stand there pulling this thing for like 20 minutes, it was really winding me up. So when it wouldn't go, I had it over my shoulders like this, and I was going to throw the thing on the floor, and I thought, no. So I put it down on the floor. I thought, I've got to walk away. And as I walked away, my rake was in the wheelbarrow, and I thought, no, he's going to get it. And I picked up the rake, and I golf clubbed this strimmer, and the carburetor flew over my fence into the woods behind my house. So yeah, it's a good shot. So that's how to get rid of your camera, James, with a rake. It's funny, isn't it? Sometimes you do something like that and you think, you idiot, I've broken it now. But in the case of that strimmer, I was good riddance. I was glad to get rid of it. I had no regrets whatsoever. And I bought a, how do they pronounce it? A still, whatever. Still. And that's been just like perfect. It's been brilliant. So sometimes, a bit like your RTAs, Jackson, you just spend that bit more and you get, it just works.
You get what you pay for. Yeah.
So anyone got any recommendations what James should buy for his new camera? Should it be a Stream
C920?
A what?
It comes down to money, I think, though, to be fair, doesn't it? It's what you can
C920 is a good cam.
How much are you looking to spend, James?
About 100, 200 quid.
Well, you could buy the one that you bought then, Jackson.
Yeah, you might, honestly, mate, you might as well. If you are spending that sort of money, you might as well get the StreamCam Logitech. You might as well.
Do you have it on your laptop? Do you have a USB-C connector or the USB-A?
Yeah.
I don't know
if they're all USB-A, Mac, get a Logitech C920. But if you've got a USB-C, then you can get the StreamCam one.
It'll be the Stream one then, because it's all it's USB.
USB-As.
No, USB.
USB. You can mention it.
Yeah.
And yes,
the big one. Then it'll have to be a Logitech C920.
Yeah.
Which is, it's good. A Logitech C920 is great for streaming. What do you use for recording reviews?
My mobile.
Yes.
Well, then C920. The C920 will do you
way forward.
I use my phone. I'm going to be getting an upgrade very, very soon, so it's going to be much better. And I've been given a few tips because obviously I use like the camera a little bit odd, so I'm going to be.
Well, it's got a camcorder, isn't it?
Get that, James. That works.
That looks like a scope for a rifle. Doesn't it? I can see the moles on the guy's arse, so just pull the trigger.
I use a camcorder, I've got to say, and it's just... Camcorders are meant for filming, aren't they? And they're just... The detail you get on a camcorder, honestly, you can zoom in, from externally, from one of these things. Just zoom in and out. There you go. And sometimes, to be honest with you, you can pick up a second-hand camcorder for £100, and it'll never let you down. And you can keep them plugged in all the while. Mind you need a capture card then as well, don't you?
Yeah.
That's the disadvantage.
Well, only if you're using it. Well, if you're using it for live streaming, you do. But if you were just recording reviews, you wouldn't.
Yeah.
But to live stream via it, you would need a capture card.
The other advantage, James, is if you go out with your kiddies and you want to film them playing, a camcorder can come as a family item as well.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Just trying to, give you your defence document for the missus to spend more money, But
yes,
no.
look, it's needed. It is needed.
There's been a few suggestions how you can get rid of your old camera, vice, hammer. What else have we had?
I'm thinking shot put, like the hammer throw that you get in the Olympics. Just grab it by the cable and start swinging it above my head like a lasso and letting it go and see how far it can fly.
Or put it down on the field and get a caber and toss it onto it.
Yeah, exactly. Get my son to break it. I'm like, here, yeah, go play with that.
You could always,
20 minutes later, just come
always
back
do
and
it
break
live
bits.
with your new camera.
Right.
You always do it live
could
with
send
your
it-
old one in the vice, slowly getting it.
You could send it down to Mark and let his dog eat it.
Yeah, that would work. That would work. So the MacBook chargers are about, I think they're 60, 70 quid. Just for the charger. Bloody dog. It was all right. It was Tina's charger, not mine. So it's fine.
Poor Tina.
The problem was it was me that had been using it because she's got a MacBook Air and so have I. So, but it was me who's using it. Right.
There you go. Meg, Adrian Mason has he's got a camera for sale with a live USB camera. It's overkill, but it's secondhand. Might be worth considering.
Oh.
Okay. I'll give him a wee bell later on, and it'll be tomorrow by the time that I get back in touch with you, Adrian. But yeah, absolutely. I'll have a wee chat with you. I'll have a wee chat with you and find out what's what.
I wouldn't rush into it, James, to be honest,
Yeah.
because so you might find that a camcorder would suit you better. And when you do a review with it, to just zoom in on the deck of that RTR, I can, if I wanted to, I could really zoom in. In fact, shall we try? Give you an idea what we do.
You're going to build it?
No, I'm going to just put it on the mat. Hang on. Then we'll close the show off. If I've got it. Have I got the table camera? Will that open? Yes, there you go. So actually, let's put a pen on there. There's a screwdriver.
A very fancy looking
Pen.
screwdriver.
Hang on. You see how much you can go into that? There.
Yeah.
You really can get your detail on it.
It's good, isn't it? It's good.
Yeah.
Good job, your clean fingernails.
Well, cleanish, Roy, cleanish.
Yeah, you're a working man, though. You're a working man.
It was where's me 4 people show? There we are. Got it. It was Day of Duty Day today, taking mother to have her ears checked and tested for hearing aid. So I did do one job. I did a run over time, but I'm just going to tell you. I did an old MG BGT today that the guy was selling. He wants 22 grand for it as a V8 if anyone's interested. So, God, it's a lot of money for that, isn't it?
Goodness.
You'd have to have a lot of money because that car would just be a sunny day car only, wouldn't it? You wouldn't use it as your main mode of transport or anything like that, would you? But there,
that's basically taking the dog out for a picnic.
Yeah,
kind of nice weather car, especially especially being a V8.
Yeah, it would have to be a wicker picnic as well for that, wouldn't it? So
yeah, absolutely.
Right, well, I think we have come to the end. Dion says, try. What's that? Do you pronounce the C as a K?
Yeah.
Try cack. I got a cack.
Computer exchange.
Oh, there you go.
That's a good idea, that is.
Yeah, it's basically what game used to be here in the UK, and they've obviously been devolved into CEX.
So the C920,
Specs.
I had one of those, and I gave it to Ian, another vape. What's he? Above the clouds. Above the cloud. I gave it to him because I wasn't using it. But I always struggled. Yes, it got fairly sharp, but I could never get. If I was wearing a blue top, it looked purple or grey. I could never get the colours right. And even when I reset it, as soon as I had an upgrade on the PC, it put all those settings back to standard again. It was a pain in the neck for me, but
It can have the odd problems with the Macs.
yeah,
The C920.
yeah.
You're a PC, aren't you, Meg?
Laptop Lenovo.
Yeah, but it's it's not a Mac.
No, it's an Intel.
Intel. So the C920 should be okay with it.
Let Mark answer. I don't know what that's about. Right, I think. Well, we definitely hit that time. Where tonight is just it always flies by, but tonight I think it's gone even quicker, isn't it? It's
Yeah,
weird.
Yeah.
I was going to play tonight.
So while your camera still works, James, do you want to say goodnight?
Yes. Yeah, everyone in chat, thank you very much for your patience with my technical hiccups, and then hiccups again, and then another hiccup. Thank you to everyone on the screen again for all my technical hiccups. Just to let you guys know, there is no Bargain Vapes Live this month, but there is going to be a double done for Halloween. So the BVL Extra is going to be Halloween themed, and then the live show we're all going to be in costumes.
Ooh.
And the fun thing is, you guys might be able to pick who gets to wear what on the 29th of next month. So keep your eyes out for the poll and the chat. So I thanks again to all the casters for having me on again. This has been, I like coming on the show. It's great fun every single week. It's always a good laugh for you guys, isn't it?
We do.
Fucking camera.
We do our best.
It's put me out of sorts. And I will pass it over to Roy.
Thank you, Meg.
No.
You are?
Why? I'm not sure why that does that. Sorry, I'm playing. do I drag that into there? Yeah, that's how you do it. Right, okay. I was playing. But I didn't know how to put a thumb up on the PC, but I've done it. Thumbs up.
Thanks to everybody in chat for interaction and questions. Thank you to my fellow coasters. McTavish, Jackson, and the main man himself, Mr. Naturevape. Now I'll pass across to Jackson.
Cheers, Roy. No, massive thanks to everybody in chat, everybody that watches on the replay too. Thanks to Mac, Roy, and Mark, and obviously jump over to Jackson Vapes and catch the latest reviews. Not too shabby of reviews. And over to Mark.
Have a little shimmy over to Jackson's channel. Have a little look.
That needs to go on a t-shirt. Not too shabby.
Not too shabby. You'll have to do that, won't you? Not too shabby shit. Yeah, thanks one and all. Thanks, fellow casters. Thanks for spending your valuable time on a Tuesday night with us. Thanks for all in chat. It's been great tonight. Thoroughly enjoyed it, as always. Been really good. For next week, I promise, this RTA, these are on the way, you know that. So always one or two bits we can talk about for next week as well. So until then, take care, stay safe, and thanks for watching. Bye now.